Welcome to the Healing Pod. I'm Megan, a licensed clinical psychologist.
And I'm Jessica, a licensed clinical social worker, and this is our journey of navigating anxiety as we learn to take up space and create an environment where we feel that we can belong.
Join us together as we learn not just to survive, but to thrive in our anxious brains.
This podcast is intended for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional therapy or medical advice. If you are experiencing any mental health concerns, please seek support from a qualified mental health professional or healthcare provider. Remember, your mental health is important, and seeking personalized professional help is key to your well-being.
And welcome back. We're having an us life. That's what we do. I keep saying like it's a week, it's a lot. It's a life. This is us. This is what you signed up for. Us.
Every day is a Monday.
I don't even work Mondays, and that's still true. How does that happen?
I don't either.
I don't know. But it does finally feel warm up here. So with Jess coming up, we are in a solid like 60 to 70 zone. So she'll only freeze a tiny bit.
It may be welcoming after we have been like it's 7:30 in the morning yesterday. I got in my car and it was 87 degrees.
Oof.
And
Yeah.
it's so humid because it's raining every day.
Yeah, I think you might actually enjoy coming up here next month because it'll be
I may not wanna
hot
come
for
home.
us, but it might be bearable for you. Yeah,
Don't judge me when I'm in a sweatshirt.
never. I have blankets everywhere in my house because it's just I come home and I'm overheating, so I was like, no, all the extra clothes go away. And then I was like, Casey, turn on the AC. I need 6 blankets now. AC is cold. Can't tell me otherwise.
Right.
I prefer it in the next room over, ambient temperature down, but if it's AC blowing on me, it's just cold. It's cold. But we are back, and continuing our theme of trauma dumping is the need to set boundaries for other people's trauma. Other people's urgency is not our emergency. Just because you're in a panic zone, just because everything is going on in your life, does not mean I need to act like I am on fire and fix everything and oh my gosh, what's going on? It doesn't need to be. You can be having a
So
really rough time.
therapists, right. Therapist voicemails say if this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911 for a reason. So just because you send it via email does not take away that fact.
It does not. And if you somehow manage to backdoor and find your therapist's personal contact information, I can guarantee you're getting blocked and you're not getting a quicker response other than to tell you you have been blocked. Please use the appropriate channels. That is not okay. It opens up way too much liability. It opens up doors for therapists to be unethical assholes, and we're not letting either side do this. Keep those
Right.
boundaries. And keeping those boundaries means you might think the world is melting down because they're out of oat milk for your favorite latte, but it's not melting down for me. And I don't need it to be melting down for me. I can understand that you are very upset that you cannot have your favorite latte. As I sit here and drink my tea and recognize that maybe there's room to find some other options for you so you don't have to also live in this emergency chaos.
I didn't have time to stop at Starbucks, so I made my own iced coffee this morning.
Resourceful, delicious. Sometimes we only
Exactly.
do. And Starbucks will always exist later.
Like I tell my 16-year-old friends, just because we can't buy those concert tickets the second they go on sale doesn't mean your life is ending. It feels heavy, but you will survive this.
And a lot of it, it's very developmental. It's very, this is how our body works. This is how our brain works. We need that rush of adrenaline. We want to do this thing. It does not mean it's an actual emergency. Our bodies are designed to have that flight, fight, freeze response. We want to be ready to survive in this situation. That is not a survival situation. You will live without the tickets. You will live without the coffee. You will live if someone didn't respond to your message right away when you wanted a response right away because your brain is freaking out over the message. You will survive. And part of our job is to irritatingly prove to you that you will survive.
Yes. But also, even though it's a very real feeling for you, you are feeling it in your body. It is very heavy in that moment because all of your nervous system is totally out of whack and telling you the world is going to end.
Mhm.
It's not our fire,
It's
it's
not.
your fire.
It's not.
So, this is why you learn tools how to
Mhm.
use that.
Yeah. And it's there's definitely a lot of like ebb and flow and pushback lately with, oh my gosh, everyone's feelings. We're all so much feelings do matter. They are incredibly valid. They are not always based in reality. Your feeling
Right.
is that internal system activation. It is every meaning your brain puts on something. It is all past experiences and future fears and everything crushed into this moment of ah! The situation is the situation. And if you're doing like any type of emergency training or um, high intensity sports, things like that, the first thing you're supposed to do is look at the situation. What is actually going on? Not what am I feeling is going on. What is actually going on? You cannot do CPR on a person who's not breathing if the roof is about to cave in on you guys. You have to move them out of the
Facts.
building. Is it safe to move them out of the building? Well, it's not ideal. You have to protect the neck and the person's not breathing. You really want to get air in them. But if they get crushed by the building, none of that stuff matters. The situation is the building. Get them out of the building, and then we can do the life saving breathing.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Put your mask on first. We put ours on first. We say, oh, this is not actually an emergency. They'll figure it out.
mhm. And you say, this is not an emergency. We will respond to you in time. This is not an emergency. I understand your interest in having an instant response because you have this feeling and you would like that anxiety feeling to go away. Totally understand that. We get that. The only way to get your anxiety feelings to go away is to face the anxiety and to realize the situation is not an emergency. If we act
Yes.
like that feeling is an emergency every single time, you're well on your way to developing OCD. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. No.
As somebody who specializes in OCD, I agree.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I teach from the very beginning that while, yes, you can text me, especially if there's something that your brain is not sorting, because sometimes putting it in words is helpful.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean I'm going to drop everything I'm doing and respond to you immediately. And I
Absolutely
tell
not.
them, I will review your text message. If it is an actual emergency that requires a response right then and there, you will get it. And I will probably be telling you, contact 911.
Absolutely.
But if it's just, I didn't do this 3 times and now I feel like I'm going to get into a car accident and somebody's going to die and that plane is going to crash. Well, I've taught you tools. You've put it in writing now. So let's process it.
Mhm. Let's
But
grab
I'm
that
not
bowl of
processing it
popcorn.
with you.
Yeah, let's grab that bowl of popcorn, sit out there and watch the plane. Sounds horrible, but when you get that real delusional edge of the OCD, all right, let's go watch the plane crash.
Yeah,
It didn't
cool.
happen? Huh. What therapist could have
Dang it.
predicted that? Shocking. Yeah. It is hard. And we know this. We know the feelings hijack your nervous system. They hijack your brain. They make it so you can't rationalize. You have to survive.
Mhm.
We get that. We do. And it's even worse when you are the people pleasing attachment problem folks that, oh my gosh, someone else is upset. If I don't fix their distress, I'm going to lose it. My world's going to crumble. I'm going to get rejected. If I'm not useful and I can't fix this problem, it makes it worse. It makes it so much worse for you because you do take their emotions as an emergency situation because if they're not happy, you're going to lose connection, you're going to lose support, you're going to lose value.
Mhm.
And still our boundaries, our therapy, our teaching is that's all bullshit. That is all bullshit.
Yes, absolutely. Doing that basic just gut check, right?
Hmm.
Is there any actual evidence that something bad is going to happen in this moment to me or to someone else?
Hmm.
Is this harm imminent?
Yeah.
And is this even mine to carry?
Yeah.
Or is this just a thought? It's an intrusive thought and it doesn't require my attention right now. There's nothing I can do about it. That plane might crash, but I'm not on it, so it's okay.
Yeah. Like, is this a feeling? Is this imagination? Or is this something that's actually on fire? If it's a feeling, go take a
Yes.
shower. If it's an imagination, watch a different TV show. If something is actually on fire, grab the fire extinguisher and put it out. There are different steps here, but we can take all these steps.
Yes. And also, it is okay to reach out if you are in actual crisis.
Mhm.
Maybe not by email, because it doesn't feel like a crisis if you're reaching out by email. But also have a backup plan, because if it is a real crisis and you're reaching out to your therapist
We can't
for
do
a
much.
check, yeah, we need to have a safety plan in place.
Like, what we can do is call the next step in the safety plan. We can call for a mental health check. We can call the ambulance. We can call the police for a mental health check. Absolutely. We can say, okay, let's schedule a time to get together. We can remind you that you have skills and that we'll talk about it in our next time together. Like, we have a lot of limits of what we can humanly and professionally do. Like, there's limits
But
here.
people think we're magical.
Just because we sometimes make you feel better does not mean we are actually magical. It just means the process works and engaging it with us. It's okay. But it is hard, I mean, especially when we're looking at those outside sources that take use of this tendency, not because they're horrible, evil, mean people, but because if they get you to react like it's an emergency, you fix their anxiety. Oh my gosh, here's this horrible thing that happened, and I need you to respond right away, therapist, and have 13 emails back and forth with me and 3 phone calls, and how dare someone not email me the day that I sent an email?
And you
Okay,
don't care about me.
correct. I mean, no. Right? It's like, on the one hand, you're right. I don't care that you're out of oat milk. I care about you, but not enough that I'm going to risk my professional license by doing something unethical. Not enough that I'm going to screw over my own life for something that is not an emergency. Not enough that I'm going to screw over my other clients for something that's not an emergency, especially if they are in an emergency. Like, I am not going to interrupt someone else's session with the work they are working very hard on because of something that's not an emergency. I'm not going to do that to them any more than I would do that to you. So you're right, I don't care. But I do care. I just don't prioritize you over every single other thing that needs to be put in place. I don't prioritize that feeling of urgency and that feeling of anxiety above the reality of the whole situation. I have to see the whole picture. That's our job.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Absolutely. And I feel like the most important part of this entire rant for today is don't be a jerk to your therapist, because we're human too, and we can be petty too. And also, after doing sessions all day and still receiving your text message and 15 more saying, "Why haven't you responded me?"
Mhm.
Because, Karen, I was in session with other people,
Yeah.
and now I just don't want to talk to anybody.
And there's obviously times where there are deadlines. Hey, the school just told me I need this, and my child who is your client is, if they don't get this, then we can't get this next step in place and we can't get these accommodations and the test is coming up. Like, there's times where there's deadlines. There's court on Tuesday. Can you possibly get me an update by Friday? If you send me there's court Monday morning and I need an update on therapy progress at 4:58 on Friday, first off, I don't have time to do it. It's not going to get done. That is physically impossible. I cannot freeze time as much as I would love to. Second off, even if I do get it done, the lawyers aren't going to do anything. The judge is already home. No one at the court is going to respond. They're closed for the weekend. No one else is going to do anything with this either. You already missed the deadline way beyond this. You're going to go to court on Monday. You're going to say, this was impossible to do, and they're going to give you an extension because that's what happens all the time. And it
I
sucks,
mean,
but yeah.
my favorite guardian ad litem usually sends me a text at 7 a.m. saying, "I have court at 9. Can I call you and get an update on our client?" I'm like, "Sir."
The guardian ad litems, the attorney for children. I love them dearly, but for the love of anything, meet with your client repeatedly before the day of court. Don't just call the therapist last minute, please. We love you dearly. You do amazing, hard work. You really do. You are supporting these kiddos, supporting these clients. Don't make me want to throttle you. I love you guys. Don't make me want to throttle you. You know who you are.
Or when they're like, can you make it to court by 9? No, I cannot.
Let me look at my schedule. No.
Can you rearrange things and meet me there? No.
Ours have gotten good with giving us warning. They do let us know. It's like court is going to be possibly this date, and we're going to try. I'm like, all right, we will rearrange that day. We will work with you on this. But yeah, those last minutes, like there is, I don't know how it is in Florida, but I know in New York, if they're subpoenaing you, they have to give you at least 5 working days warning. Like they have to give you a bit of
Yeah.
time, because if they don't, it's not possible. What if you are out of state? What if you are full? What if you have an emergency, personal or client wise? It's just not possible. These last minute
Hmm.
ones, it's just, I can't. There is a human limit, a physical reality based limit to what is possible. How many words a minute I can type, how long I can review everything and put together a synopsis, especially if you want something good.
Yeah. You're not getting me to sit on a stand with an hour notice because I'll sound like a bumbling idiot.
And if
Or I'll go off
you
on a rant, and that's worse.
Well, and that is why if you have someone that can do this last minute, they are probably either going to sound like an idiot, or you are truthfully in this day and age going to get a generic chat GPT, hey, write a summary of a client going through these types of things. You're going to get something that's not real, that's not clinical, that's not based in the actual experiences of that client. Don't encourage this nonsense. Don't do it. I'm watching you, don't do it. These last minute ones, we just take a breath, admit that we've missed a deadline, and that it's going to have to be put out. That happens. It happens to all of us. Turns out, deadlines generally aren't set in stone for things like that. Deadlines are set in stone for apply by this date, or you have to go to the next section. There's more time. It sucks if we miss something. Okay. What do we do next? How do we adjust it? How do we spread it out? What do we do? We have to know the deadlines beforehand, or we can't do it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's not the end of the world.
it's really not.
And almost everything is fixable.
It is. Even if you miss paying your taxes, they just charge you more money. It sucks. But come on.
Just file an extension.
Just file an extension. They'll charge you. Like all of
Ask me
this.
how I know.
We're good. We're good. But all of this stuff, all of this adulting, do it or else stuff, like they trained us very well for this in school. Very well. And that's because school had a deadline. It had a date. We are done with the school semester at this date. If you don't get your work in, okay. What happens if you don't get your work in? Take an incomplete if you're in college. If you're not in college, if you're back in high school, grade school, elementary school, get a lower grade, maybe repeat some stuff, maybe some summer school. Does it suck? Sure. Does it destroy your entire life? No.
It might.
Why? It
I don't
changes
know.
it. Yeah. Like it changes it. What it destroys is that perfect image of it has to be this way. It destroys that. All it
Hmm.
does for actual life is shift your path a little bit. Now you're walking down this path. Walk down that path. Make that one work for
Exactly.
you. So yeah, so last minute, tell us the deadline beforehand. It's not possible. We cannot change time. The people in constant crisis. Everything is just they have no boundaries left, no borderline left. Like everything is just at that raw level. Anything that hits them off balance is a crisis. Oh my God, my dog got out. I forgot that I have an appointment that's right after your appointment, and I'm gonna have to leave 5 minutes early. Uh-huh. Okay. What is the actual thing that's going on? Okay, how do you want to handle this?
Is this fixable?
Is this yours? Is it fixable? You can feel really, really bad about all of the stuff in the news, in the world. There's a lot of stuff going on, and no matter what side of it you're falling on, you can feel really, really bad about a lot of it right now. Is it
Hmm.
yours? What can you do about it? How much time and energy do you want to spend obsessing over that and ignoring the rest of your life as a result? Like, it matters. All this stuff matters. These are people. This matters. And you still have to pay your bills. If you have kids, you have to take care of your kids. If you have work, you have to go to work. If you have a dog, you have to feed your dog.
Yeah.
Is it actually yours to deal with? What is yours about it? What can you do?
Kind of looking at that doom scroll
Mm,
Diane, right?
mhm,
Everything is a crisis, nothing is priority.
mhm,
So, how do we adjust and see what do I actually need to do?
mhm.
And what in this is actually a priority? And start at the top and complete that and work your way down.
I think in some ways, living in that everything's a crisis, and it all overwhelms, it does actually help you avoid. It keeps you from doing those priorities. Like, I need to sit down and do my taxes, but oh no, something horrible is happening in the news and this is overwhelming. And then my dog needs their nail trims and this is overwhelming, and you're not doing the thing with the timeline that you knew about beforehand that needs to get done. You're so overwhelmed with all of this extra stuff that you're letting take over that is not a priority, that you're letting yourself avoid the thing. And the more you avoid it, the more your brain goes, haha, that worked. Let's do it more. That one piece
Mm-hmm.
of anxiety, that worked. I got to avoid it. I got to avoid it. This tactic is a good tactic. Let's doom scroll more. Let's be more chaotic. Let's be more worried about those starving children in Africa. Let's do it. We need priority. We need to face the thing that we're trying to avoid. It's the only way to deal with the anxiety. Only way.
Deep breaths.
It's scary. It's hard. It's frustrating. The world's not perfect. We do not have a lot of control. Only thing we control is our own actions. What do we need to prioritize with our actions?
Yes.
And then if somebody in their lovely, lovely sense is saying, you don't care about me because you're not responding right away. You're not as upset as I am. That means you don't care. You're not doing. If you were really a good therapist, you would. If you were really a good friend, you would. If you were really a good child, you would. If you were really a good spouse, you would. Maybe I suck then.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I am not your definition of a good any of those things. Because clearly I can't match exactly what is going to make you feel better for your life. Oh, wait, that's not my job. Dang it. Oops.
We can care about you without catching all of your crisis.
Yeah, we can care
Crazy.
about you as a human being. We can care about the fact that this is very upsetting for you. And we can understand that, once again, not having your favorite latte because you don't have oat milk doesn't matter. Not having the instant reassurance to actually feed into that anxiety and make it worse later, that's fine. No, I don't care about offering that. I care about you being a better, healthier human being, you working towards a life you want to live and be a part of, to ones that works for you better, where you're not hurting yourself, you're not hurting other people, you're actually able to function in your world. And freaking out over having the right latte or getting instantly responded to your text message or email, that's not functional. And me not feeding into that, okay, if you think that means I suck, I suck. All right, maybe I suck. Usually, when someone is in that guilt tripping phase, it's so much more a sign of their unmet needs and their undone work. It's that I need this to happen and everyone else is supposed to make this happen, because if it doesn't happen, I don't know what to do. You sit with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It didn't happen the way you wanted. Okay. Now what? Does
I
it
cry.
suck? Possibly. Cry. Go for it. Crying's a good response. That makes sense. Cry when you're upset about things. Cry when things don't go your way. Okay. But don't expect me to cry if things don't go your way. That's rough, buddy. It can be. Really, yeah,
You will get through this.
yeah. It's like, that's rough. Anyway. Anyway, like, it is very rough for you. And in the big context of your entire life, we got some more important things. We got some more work you can do. You're not done yet. You're not done yet. It's okay.
This is a bad moment,
Mhm.
not a bad life. Take a
Yes.
deep breath, figure out what you do to move forward, and then move forward. Keep moving.
Yeah. And someone setting those boundaries with you or you setting those boundaries for another person, it's not abandoning them. No. It's it is respecting priorities, it is respecting your own limits, it is respecting the reality of what can be done. Sometimes the urgency is real and is connected to an emergency situation and will get a response. Oh my gosh,
Hmm.
my child needs to go to a hospital. How do I do this? Help me call an ambulance. Right away. Here you go. I got the form. We'll send them right your way. Sure. But anytime someone sets a boundary, if you read it as abandonment, the problem isn't the boundary. The problem is your attachment trauma. The problem is your anxiety. The problem is what you're taking a healthy human response to mean, and what does that mean about your own ability to set your boundaries, to set your own healthy human responses, to know where you end and where someone else begins. Because if people don't set boundaries, they don't feel safe. They don't feel like you can rely on them. They get too overwhelmed or they're way too cut off and they're never responding to things. You need to know, how does this person actually respond? If I'm really upset, are they going to say, all right, tell me what's going on? And if it's a problem, will they help me? And if they just need to vent, will they let me vent? Be like, yeah, that was a rough situation. All right, do you want advice or you want to just go on your day? Like, those are good people. We like those people. But we don't need people that, oh my gosh, I didn't get the latte I wanted. I will burn down that store now. And someone actually goes to burn down the store. We don't need that. We might need the person that's like, I'll burn down that store for you. You want to go? We might need that because it's a good joke. And then we laugh and then we can get that breathing in and get the relaxation and we feel better. But we don't need someone to actually go burn down the store and get arrested because now I have to deal with them being arrested and then I have to bail you out. And really, come on, we got to be more stealth about this.
We cannot fix everything for you.
No, nor do we need to. Problems are going to happen anyway, and that's okay. But we do, for ourselves and for others, we need to know that there's boundaries, that someone is safe. We need to know, hey, is there actual harm in this situation? If you are this high level, like 10 out of 10, 20 out of 10 upset, is this an actual emergency situation, or are we going to have a crying wolf situation where every single thing is 10 out of 10 upset and I can't tell when there's something actually bad?
I had a client that listens to this podcast, so she will laugh, that sent me, like, we worked a lot on just kind of processing like situations and our internal alarms, and is it really that big of a deal, or is it something that I'm trying to control and I can't, and I've created this mind around this is the only way that this is safe. And and this is why we don't text our therapists in the middle of every crisis, because I had just gotten done dealing with my 4-year-old screaming at the top of his lungs because I would not stop at the gas station and buy him a snack on the way to school, and kicking the back of my seat for a good half hour until
Oh
we got to
gosh.
school. And then I get a text from her and she was like, I know what you're going to say, but I need you to say it anyways. And I was like, just do it. I'm trying to control everything.
Copy and
Get in the
paste.
damn car and go.
Yep,
She
yep.
was like, ow, I need my gentle therapist. Girl, you got the wrong one.
Mm. And that's true. Like there was one time I was in training and in grad school and not related to like my training program, but I had this other situation happen. I'm like, oh gosh, if I was the therapist in this situation, I would have to call the cops right now, but I'm not the therapist, I'm the babysitter. What the heck do I do? So I'm calling my supervisor and like trying to figure out what to do. He was drunk. He was so drunk. And he like came back the next day and apologized to me. I'm like, it wasn't a work related issue. It was a personal issue that I just needed some support with. I appreciate you attempting to talk me through it. We're humans. We're humans. We
Yes.
get off time. We get downtime. We have angry kids kicking the back of our seat. We may go out at a party and get drunk. All this stuff happens. He still gave me good advice, which I laughed at and told him he was a great supervisor because he gave me great advice while dead drunk. Love that guy. But like, we need our boundaries so that we can be human. If we had to be on 24/7, we would all burn out and you would never have another therapist again. If it's an actual crisis, you're gonna, okay, this is what you need to do, but we might not be pleasant and chipper. We might be short. It might be, you have to give me a moment. I'm in a room full of family. I can't talk. Give me a moment to get somewhere private. Give me 10 minutes. Call my supervisor, call my partner, call this person, call our emergency helpline and get redirected to someone else that can talk you through it while I tell them what I need to do for the moment. It might not be the response you need, but if you have a need, there will be a response. Understanding also that the reason we have an entire safety plan with multiple lines of contact is because sometimes you might call and be dead asleep because I had the flu and I took medicine and I am not waking up for anything. That happens. And if you're in a crisis and I am vomiting profusely and unable to talk in between that, I'm not going to be able to help you. That's okay.
Yes, exactly.
That's why you never want just one source of support. We want an entire net woven of many, many little strands of support. And just one, that one breaks, we're in trouble. An entire hammock full, one line breaks, we're fine. I have to watch out not step in that hole, but we're okay. But be nice to us. We are human. We are human.
We've got a few more.
You are also not our only client. You're not our only crisis person. You're not even our most important because we have our own lives we're trying to balance here. We love you guys. We do. We care about you. We love you. We love our job. We're not in this for the money. We are not TV therapists. We're not in this for the money. We're in this because we actually really like doing this work. And the only way it can be sustained is with boundaries, is with support, is with calling out, hey, I know you think you need me to say this, but I need you to type up what I'm going to say and send it to yourself and then check in with me on how that worked.
Yes.
Just, I'm going to record it on your phone and you're just going to hit play and you're going to go with it. Yeah. I mean, and what's really fun, it's really fun because we've had a few of these too at the office. Therapists in general, there are some that disagree with this rule and try to find loopholes to it, cannot respond to internet reviews. We can't. So if you are very
Even
mad
though
at your
sometimes
therapist,
we really want to.
you know those glorious restaurant responses where they're like, actually, here's the entirety of what went down and all of the things that you did and you said to my people and you said this and this person hung up on you because you were swearing to them in the background and then you came to me and you're like, I don't know why people think I'm angry. Well, because I have the transcript from your last phone call. We can't do that because if we did that, we would admit that you're a client publicly. And even though you've already put it out there, we can't confirm it. So if you're reading through therapist reviews and there's like all these 1-star, they didn't listen to me at all, read them with a grain of salt and look for some of the clues. Like sometimes we've gotten very interesting ones of people like, I've informed the CIA. Okay, I don't think they really care. Didn't call me back after a day. Uh-huh. Like, we can't respond, but if you read them, maybe you can figure some stuff out there too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. So let us know deadlines. Be sincere. Let us know, hey, I am feeling this, this, and this. We're like, okay, yeah, you are feeling that. Let's get your feelings. We're cast. Let's get the feelings calmed down a little bit. Let's take that deep breath. Let's do a couple jumping jacks to get that energy out. Let's pace back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Let's write it all down. Okay. Feelings are slightly more controlled. What's the situation? What do we actually need to respond to? Was the feelings caused just because our brains decide to fire off on everything? Was the feeling caused because there is something actually a problem that we need to do something about? Because if we're just dealing with the feelings, we can't do something about the problem. Come help us work with you. Come help us show you how to do this work. How to understand that feelings matter, emotions matter. They might not be reality, and they might matter much more to the person having them than to everyone else watching you have them, and that's okay. That is okay. Somebody can give you empathy and care about the fact you are hurting without being a puddle of tears and feeling the same amount or more hurt than you. Is actually less help if they have the same amount or more energy than you have in that strong emotion. Because then no one can figure out what the problem is and do anything about it.
Facts.
Yeah. So if you don't get the immediate emergency response you wanted from anyone that is worthwhile, so friends, family, therapists, anyone that you actually want to keep in your world, before you just write them off, burn that bridge, and say, they never cared about me, talk to them. Say, I was really upset and I really wanted this response, and you didn't give me that. Why? Well, my kid was kicking the back of my seat, and well, my supervisor was drunk. Well, this is the same emergency you've had 6 times in a row for the same response. And yeah, I was probably feeling a bit frustrated that I gave you the tools, I had you write them down, I had you put them somewhere where you have access to them, and you're ignoring that. So, yeah, I probably came across as a bit frustrated. I'm sorry for my frustration, but let's figure out, why aren't you using the tools? Why did you need this response? Why did you think you need this response? What do you think this response would have done? What did the response I gave you do? Let's
The
adjust it.
tools don't work.
Yeah,
How'd you use it? And then they don't
I
want to talk
didn't.
about it.
I didn't. It is so entertaining and amazing when you tell a client, "Hey, try this," and they go home and they come back like, "I tried it. It kind of worked in this way, and I did it in this way. Is that good?" Gold stickers all around. You tried it. It worked. You adjusted it to yourself. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Versus that never works. Did you try it? It doesn't work. Did you try it? Well, I did it once when it wasn't a problem and it didn't work because I still had the problem. Did you practice it and then try it? No. Okay. Let's go back to 0.
Let's try again.
Yeah. But don't just instantly write off anyone that is important to you, anyone that is in your life that actually matters in a positive way and that you want to keep in your life. Don't just write them off because the response you think you wanted wasn't the first one they gave. Talk to them about it first. Maybe they're not a good person in your life. Maybe they're not a good fit for a therapist. Maybe they're a family member that is only good for donating you an organ if you are in dire straits. And other than that, you really don't need them. That happens sometimes. Like, maybe they're not good in your life. Or maybe they're very good in your life and they have boundaries and they care about you and care about you in a way in which they're not going to destroy themselves or destroy you, trying to save you from the fact that anxiety exists.
Yep.
Yeah. So even though you have all the energy, all the urgency, all the chaos in you, and you're feeling it, I don't need to. I don't need to as well. It's not mine to feel. I don't need to carry all your adrenaline. I can acknowledge it. I can match my voice to it and try to pull you back down. I can remind you of what to do about it. I don't need to be in that state with you. Whether you're my client, whether you're family, whether you're a friend, I don't need to be in that state to care about you, to help you, and to respond to what you're giving me. I need to care about the fact that you're in that state and figure out, okay, what's my role in this? But I don't need to, if you're drowning in a pool, I don't need to jump in a pool and drown in order to understand the situation. I don't. And I'm not going to help if I jump in that pool and drown.
And I feel like it's an important disclaimer that this did not come naturally to us. We have had to learn this as humans, as people with emotions, as empathetic people who want to fix everything for everybody. We have had to learn we can't do that. I can't hold every emotional outburst that your nervous system has because I have my own. So I can support you,
Yeah.
but I can't hold it for you.
I'm going to support you. I'm going to regulate with you. I'm going to demonstrate how to use the skills that I'm telling you can actually be useful. I'm not going to drown with you just to prove that your drowning was worthwhile because I don't want you to drown either. You have feelings, they matter. I don't want you to drown in them. They exist. They don't need to be constant to make you interesting. They don't need to be at crisis level to get you attention. They don't need to be overwhelming or no one cares. We care. Your feelings do matter. And you deserve to be able to calm down with them. And that's okay.
Yes.
So we care. We're just not going to catch the same. We're just not going to do it the same. And we're going to
Facts.
care in context.
We care by giving you the tools to do better. Sorry, my chair broke and I'm super distracted by it. That's what I've been messing with.
You're good. You're good.
My emergency.
No, how could the chair break? You've been sitting in it. It's so important. I need to get a new chair someday.
It literally, it's got like this footrest that was underneath, and I was messing
Oh
with the
no.
chair because I don't know how to leave things alone. And it
Never.
literally fell off, and I was
Never.
like,
Oops. Yeah. So yeah, your urgency is not my emergency. It's not. Your circus is not my adrenaline. It's not. Am I attending? Yeah, probably. If you're in my office, I'm attending your circus. If you're my friend, I am there. I am answering. If you're my family, absolutely I'm there. And I can breathe and I can set boundaries and I can look at context and I can look at the full thing and I can go, okay, all right, nope. Yeah.
"Yep,
Anything else you got to say about all this stuff? Anything else you want to throw out there, Jess?
not my circus, not my monkey."
I love that. I always use that one.
Me too.
Yes. It's like, am I there attending? Sure. Am I watching popcorn for some of it? Very likely, depending on what kind of circuit it is. Does it interest
Hmm.
me? Do I go, do I get excited? Do I get scared? Yes. Am I taking that monkey home? Not in your life. There's a reason monkeys aren't service animals anymore. They eat your face. Don't take the monkey home. Don't do it. Yeah. So yeah, other people can have emergencies and you can have boundaries. That does not make you a bad person. It's okay. Now, are we going to make fun of them for melting down over the lack of oat milk in their latte? No, that would be cruel. We're not going to make fun of them. We're just going to look at the context and go, okay, you do you, boo. I'm going to go this way.
That may be her, but I'm super judgmental. But I'm not judgmental behind your back. I will let you know that I'm judging you.
That works. That works.
Hmm.
Everyone has different limits. Everyone has different abilities. If you can't leave the kiddie pool of emotional distress, okay, we're just not going to invite you out of the kiddie pool of emotional distress. Okay?
Facts.
We're not going to trust you with anything bigger if you have that much of a meltdown over something small. Just get ready for that.
We're not there. We're not there. And that's okay.
Absolutely. You get to see this much of our life and like, yeah, no, everything's fine. You couldn't handle it if I told you it wasn't. So everything is fine. Enjoy your latte.
Facts.
All right. So thank you all for coming with us. We have our window of tolerance last week, and this week it's definitely like sometimes the window of tolerance is mine and you don't get to dictate it. I don't have to tolerate your levels. But
Yes.
thank you all for being here. If you found us once, you can find us again. We are on Spotify, we are on YouTube, we are on Apple Podcasts, we are anywhere where you can download a podcast, and we are online in various places. If you want to leave reviews that we can actually respond to, feel free. Where are we online, Jess?
We are on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And we also have our form that is in the notes.
Mhm.
So please go on, leave us stories, give us some trauma dump, give us some things to talk about, or come on and just talk with us. We love to just chat.
Absolutely. If you want to be anonymous, you can send it to the form. If you want to have your name attached, you can put in the form or you can send us an email. And if you really, really have a burning desire to chat with us or debate with us online, bring it on. It's Pride Month. We can do anything. All right. Till then, take care, everyone, and we will be back in a couple of weeks. So, bye, everybody.